Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. You know, the NBA first week has came and has gone, and now we're at the end of week 2. We've seen a lot of great games and big time matchups. But one thing I like to talk about first, of course, that you probably seen from the title, JJ Reddick. He's doing a pretty good job. I like the way JJ Reddick is coaching the Lakers, holding them accountable on defense, because that's been the main thing. You know, Darvin Ham. I think it's Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham last year, I feel like he was too lenient on some aspects of certain things, and he started messing things up and started to kind of get things like, you know, kind of like out of order a little bit. And you know, like it just like, it seemed like he had the authority there. It's like he was just getting ran over by all the players and everything that was happening. But now you got a guy like JJ Reddick who's holding players accountable. You see D'Lo, what he was doing yesterday, what he did when they played against the Kings. He was like, oh. Like they didn't want to get up and then want to go out there and like get back on defense. JJ Reddick said, okay, sub him in, sub him out like that. Put somebody else in there like that. So JJ Reddick is holding him accountable. You know, he's very good at scheming guys and getting them open. He's saying, hey, take those shots. You'll get good looks. You'll get shots. You'll make them. But you got to be confident. Take those shots. You heard the sound bites. You heard how JJ Reddick was kind of scheming things happening. And to be honest with you, I was like, JJ Reddick being the coach, I didn't think like, I was like, oh, we see how it goes. Like, I didn't think it would be the greatest thing or not. But so far, so good. JJ Reddick has done a good job. He had that old school kind of mentality, you know, no BS type of mentality. Go out there, you know, on like one of those Pat Riley, I ain't saying Pat Riley, but one of those Pat Riley type coaches, that type of style where you just like militant. You're like, okay, this is what I expect of you. I expect you to do this and do this every night. If you don't do that every night, I'll find somebody else to replace you to do that every night. So he's doing a good job at holding guys accountable. LeBron James playing at a good big level. He had a triple-double against the Kings. Very good, 32-point triple-double. And you're seeing a lot of things kind of merge well. They look at Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic and the Mavs. I know he lost against the Suns, but I'm liking the way Klay Thompson has kind of merged in. His first game, he did a good job. He had 26 points. I think he had 26 points. And then his last game, he had 19 points. He kind of merging in pretty well with them and playing solid defense as well. He's doing a good job at merging in with Luka, with PJ Washington, those guys. I still thought they still missing some perimeter defenders around the perimeter. They probably find some maybe, or somebody that merged as one. But I think Klay Thompson is so far merging well in, right in and stuff. As you guys know, I'm a Heat fan. My Heat went out there and got the victory, of course, against the Hornets. We lost our first game against the Magic. So I don't know what happened. Jimmy Butler only had, 3 points that game? But his past game, he had 26 points, went out there and played his style. We had like 5 players in double digits. When you have that, you're going to win most of the time. So I'm liking the way things are kind of shaping out. Like I mentioned, the Magics are good. Celtics 3-0 as well. Cavaliers as well, undefeated. It's a lot of big-time teams. So teams are playing very good so far to start the week off. Like, it's always good to start off with a winning record, or at least at 500 your first week in the NBA. So we're going to see some crazy things happen. Early MVP, I put a video of that last year. I think it was last year. It was before the season, or it was the first week of the NBA. I did that early like predictions for the MVP, like who I think will win MVP at the end of the year. And I had Luka for the past 2 years. I picked Luka past 2 years, but this year I'm not gonna pick Luka. This year I think the MVP. I hate to say it because you know the rivals, but the Celtics, you know, on Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's gonna be MVP, I think, this year. I thought Jason Tatum got a lot to prove, especially after the Olympics. You know, he didn't really get utilized a lot in the Olympics and the things that happened. And I feel like this is a year kind of like poised for that. You know, they won a championship, they're expected to win a championship, but can you go back to back? That's the question people are asking now. You're like, man, I just won a championship, but can you go back to back? That's the questions getting asked right now. I think the Celtics have a very good roster. Brad Stevens did a good job, and the whole Celtics organization did a good job at sculpting that roster, even though it hurting me to say this right now, of course. But Jason Tatum's an amazing player. Amazing player. Very good player, and I think this might be his year to go win MVP. You know, people say, oh, Jason, you didn't win Finals MVP. You didn't win Conference Finals MVP. He's going to win MVP this season, I think. He's going to go out there and ball out and play dominant basketball. So that's my early prediction for MVP. And my early prediction for Defensive Player of the Year is Bam Adebayo. Nobody plays both sides of the ball. I mean, not both sides of the ball, I meant to say guard all 5 positions. Like Bam Adebayo can guard all 5 positions. Bam Adebayo is very good at locking up point guards, you know, locking up shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, the 5s. He can do everything. Like they can play 1 through 5 and guard those guys and just dominate them too as well. We see him guard those shifty guys. We see him guard guys who try to overpower him. He go out there and just make a way every single time, you know. So we're gonna see Bam Adebayo, I think, this year finally gets recognition and be first team all defense, not only, but also win Defensive Player of the Year. So yeah, that's kind of my stuff and my takes for the first week of the NBA season. Been very good so far. I'm gonna make sure to tune in. Like I mentioned to you guys before, I'm gonna give you guys probably 2 basketball videos a week, since football is still my favorite sport and it's still on right now. I'm been doing mostly football, but you expect at least 1 or 2 basketball videos every week. So be on the lookout for that. That's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.